Are you into muscle cars? You like big block 440s? We're gonna delete this one. We're gonna put a Cummins in it and go faster. Watch us. Okay guys, this is a 71 Dodge Charger. It's been a drag car since at least 2003 was the oldest time slip I found for it. But I mean, it could have been a drag car for 20 years or better. I guess that would be like 2019.
Close.
Anyway, it's got this beautiful fiberglass front clip on here. It's got this beautiful like 90s paint job here.
Oh yeah, it's sweet.
That, you know, the old owner asked me, he's like, are you going to keep the paint job? And I'm like, probably not.
We'll see.
We'll see. Let's go under the hood and look at what's under here, what's going to be removed. Got this handy lift-off hood.
So what this beauty is a 440, original 440, right?
It's a 440.
How much do you think this engine can... Now this is a high performance. This is not like a street-friendly 440. What do you, if you had to guess, what's this motor cost?
The owner claimed they put $16,000 into this engine. Forged rotating assembly, custom pistons, some headwork, $1,000 carburetor, Edelbrock Victor intake. I got to be honest, guys. I don't even know what half of this stuff is. I kind of know how it works, but I really don't know what it is.
Yeah, or how to tune it or anything. But we're gonna play with it a little bit. So why did you want this car? Well, you got the junker drag truck. You've had that for years. What made you want to get an actual race car?
So the problem we have with all diesel performance is you work your tail off to get your truck to run 10s. 9s if you're like really elite. Was there maybe 50 trucks that run 9 seconds in the country right now? Diesels?
Yeah.
It's because the trucks are so heavy. You work that hard. How many 9-second gasser cars are out there?
They're everywhere.
30, 40, 50 at every single racetrack in America?
It's not even an accomplishment.
It's like not even special. The reason why is because the weight is low. So I did some calculations. We believe this car weighs about 3,000 pounds. We think with some of the modifications we're going to do to lighten up the front end a little more and put the Cummins, I think we can be around 32, maybe 3,300 pounds. The engine in my junker drag truck, they've worked so hard just to run mid-10s on, will run 8s in this car.
Yeah, so I'm actually very excited for Will to get this car. I've thought about this quite a bit, actually. There's a couple guys in the diesel industry who have abandoned the full-size truck platform to go with real-deal race cars, and they're incredibly fast. Incredibly fast. Ryan Milliken, got Levon, he's out there with the Save the Racks truck. Those guys are smoking fast. But it's going to take a long time for this car to get to that level, but to have a reliable 8-second truck, I've always said truck, right? To have a reliable 8-second car, it should be easily done and should have crazy reliability. You could do that a stock bottom end when it comes. I mean, the power we were able to create in the diesel world is silly, and it's easy to get. It's very easy to get. It's not expensive, but you're stuck in a stinking heavy vehicle, and it's just gonna be real hard to go real fast. I mean, it's not hard to be fast in the streets. It's not hard to put the hurt on Mustangs, Camaros, Corvettes. That's easy to do in a full-size truck. When you start going to a racetrack and you see real race cars, you kind of don't feel so special. You kind of feel slow.
Okay guys, let's go inside the car. Inside, it's all business. Race. You see we got aluminum door skins on here. We've got an 850 roll cage, manual shifter, aluminum dash, a little bit of carpet, probably for sound deadening because those dang 440s are pretty loud out here. Okay, so back here, it's all business. We're 4-linked. It's kind of a budget, very shock, you know, Summit catalog type 4-link setup. Not going to hold up the power level we want to do, but it's a start. It's got a Dana 60. Looks like it has a Moser Engineering cover. It's got a spool. I'm worried if the Dana 60 is going to hold up. It's got a little 3-inch axle tube, so we'll see. The one problem you have with the diesel, they make a lot of torque, which is really hard on rear ends and parts like that. And I've broken my fair share of parts in my truck, so I can only imagine, you know, it's going to be a little better in the car because it's lighter weight, but you still do have the same torque numbers essentially you're dealing with. It's got slicks, factory frame rails. It's a unibody car, so it's got some subframe connectors. Nothing real crazy, but it's a great thing to start with. So first off, we're going to throw a Cummins in here, and we're going to decimate. The previous owner Had a couple time slips in the high 11s. I think 1169 at 116. He claims his best was a 1091 at 124. I anticipate our first time out with a factory Cummins engine, we're going to be able to destroy that record. Now, it's a factory engine with bolt-on parts, but we're talking a factory long block. Well, maybe we'll put a firing head on it. So I guess a factory short block, we'll call it. Let's pop under the back and check out the fuel cell and stuff under there. Okay, as you can see, it's got 2 batteries. I think this guy was planning on this being diesel swap because he already has 2 batteries for us to fire up the 12 valve Cummins. In the winter, you know, we cycle those grid heaters. It's nice to have 2 batteries, and you know, race cars, they get driven in the winter, right? Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna have the 2 batteries. It's got this itty bitty fuel cell. That's gonna have to go. We need more capacity than that because there's a good chance this might become street legal.
Yeah, well, some of the street legal competitions we want to enter.
So, if you can think of a cool license plate for me, go ahead and pipe in. Maybe it'll end up on the plate of this beast. And if you have a cool name for this car, we haven't really named it, have we?
No.
Maybe at the end we'll talk about naming it and he'll cut all this crap out.
I think you get 7 figures in a Utah license plate.
7?
7.
So 7 digits to come up with a cool license plate name.
Yeah.
Should we try to fire it up and see what this all bark, no bite engine is all about?
Heck yeah, man. Let's hear this bad boy.
Okay guys, we just finished running it. All bark, no bite.
But the bark's pretty sweet.
It does sound cool.
Sounds pretty good.
But I would expect that to run 9 seconds, not...
Yeah, the sound of it, that line of a car, you think you're really fast. So either if the guy can't drive at all, scared.
He's got the timing way down and the rev limiter way down, or it's all bark and no bite.
Don't know. What are we gonna do? Next time we see this car, what's it gonna do?
We are going to throw it on the dyno. So we got a little bit of touch-up work to get it ready for the dyno. Got to clean the carb a little bit.
Put a radiator in it.
Put a radiator in it. Fix the seat so I can evacuate quickly if I need to. It's got a 727 non-lockup, you know, regular torque flight with a trans brake. So maybe we'll do a simulated quarter mile on the dyno for fun. We'll see.
Yeah, we will. It'll be awesome. So, you know, that's it. We're gonna get this thing on the dyno next. Before we rip it out, so we can have kind of a apples-apples comparison. Cummins versus 440. Which one's better?
And final, guys, we need a name for the car. So if you've got a name, I think white trash or crappy, we want a classy name for this classic Mopar muscle. So come up with a name for us, post in the comments below, and maybe we'll choose your name. Heck, if we choose your name, we're gonna send you some power-driven swag.
Yeah.
Shirt and hat. Best name, if we pick it, it's yours. Not the car, the swag.
All right, guys, stay tuned for this car, and we will see you again next time. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and goodbye.